Good morning, students. Chapter Climate of India, Part 2nd. In Part 1, we have done the difference between climate and weather and factors which affect climate of India. The two main factors which makes the climate of India are the Himalaya mountain and Tropic of Cancer. So because of that, India's climate is tropical monsoon climate. In this part, we are going to study about seasons in India. What is seasons? Seasons is a division of year into different parts. India have tropical monsoon type of climate. This is the pattern. So from January to December, year has been divided according to seasons. Season is a weather condition according to which the year has been divided. So we have 4 seasons, and that is a division of a year. First, hot dry season. This is a summer season, March to May. Second, the rainy season or monsoon season or southwest monsoon season, means the wind blows from the southwest direction. Period is from June to September. Third, the season of retreating southwest monsoon. Retreating means monsoon is going back. It is the month of October to November. Third, the cold season or the season of northeast monsoon, December to February. In this time, wind starts blowing from northeast direction and brings coldness. Hot dry season. In this, we are going to study temperature condition, pressure condition and wind, local winds. Now you can see here that this is the Tropic of Cancer and sun rays has reached to Tropic of Cancer. So because of this, what happened, the part of the earth is heated up, or you can say it is shimmer in the heat. The temperature has increased, and that is the area from equator, that is southern portion of India, towards Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer, sun rays reaches directly over the Tropic of Cancer in the month of June, that is the 21st June, that is also known as summer solstice. So there is a variation in the temperature from the southern to northern part. As the sun rays is shining brightly over the Tropic of Cancer, there is a variation in temperature from southern India to northern India. Southern India, Mangalore in Karnataka is a coastal area, experiences 25 degrees Celsius temperature because it is near to coastal area, so it always have a equilibrium type of temperature. While center part of southern India, here the temperature is between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius because here the air wind which enters into the interior part, get heated by the heat of the earth, so temperature increased. Then we have 40 degrees Celsius Bhopal region. It is in Madhya Pradesh and the temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. Then we have the area of Delhi, 45 degrees Celsius temperature, and it comes under the temperate zone. Then in the same time, Rajasthan experiences 50 degree temperature. Why it experiences 50 degree of temperature? Because this area is a desert area and desert heat up very fast. So the day temperature is about 50 degree Celsius. Then we have northern part, temperature is 4 degrees Celsius or less than that. There are places like Leh, Ladakh, Kargil. All these places always have a minus temperature, whether it is a summer or winter. So in the summer also the temperature is less. Why it have a less temperature? The reason is because as it is a mountainous region, so because of its altitude, the temperature decreases with the height, or you can say because of normal lapse rate, the temperature has decreased. Now as the temperature has increased over the land area, pressure changes. Now the mainland of India, that is the mainland, the interior part of India has developed a low pressure because it's receiving a direct sun rays. So the whole of the area has developed a low pressure, while the surrounding region, which is a water body like Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, it develops a high pressure. As the sun rays has reached to Tropic of Cancer and shining brightly, because of that pressure belt has changed. Now land has developed a low pressure, and water body like Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, which is surrounding India, it develops a high pressure. So because of that, the wind direction changes. There are trade wind, northeasterly trade wind and southeasterly trade wind. So in the southern part, when the southeast trade wind blows, its direction changes. This is the direction of the southeast trade wind. Its direction changes in the northern hemisphere. Why? Because the land has developed low pressure, so it attracts the wind from the surrounding region. And wind always moves from a high pressure to low pressure. It causes a little bit of rainfall, and this is the end of summer season in India. Now during the summer season, from north to south, there are a number of local winds which blow. First one is Lu, second Kalbasaki, and third is Mangosha. Now Lu is a hot, dusty, dry wind which blows in the month of May to June, and it is also known as sandstorm in the part of Rajasthan. And during this time, the temperature increases from 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. 50 degrees Celsius in which part? That is in Thar desert. And sometimes it also causes heat stroke. Second is Kalbasaki. It is common in the part of West Bengal and Assam. As it blows from the northwestern direction, it is also known as nor'wester. When this wind blows, it is accompanied by the thunderstorm and rain. So this rain is good for the crops like tea crop in Assam and jute and rice in West Bengal. Third is Mangosha. This wind blows in the southern part of India, especially in Karnataka and Kerala. It causes little bit of rainfall. At this time, mango crops are ready in South India. When this rain occurs, it ripens up the mango. So because of that, it is known as mango shower. But it is also helpful for the crops like tea and coffee. Learn the definition of these three winds. Characteristics of hot season. First, dry weather and excessive heat. Why excessive heat? Because the heat temperature reaches up to 50 degrees Celsius. The sun shines directly over Tropic of Cancer. Third, range of temperature is high. Range of temperature means the difference between the high temperature and low temperature. Range of temperature is low over coastal region. Why? Because it is under the influence of sea or water body. During this time, local winds blow which help in the growth of different crops like tea in Assam, rice in West Bengal, mango, tea and coffee in South India. The end of summer season in India. Now during the summer season, from north to south, there are a number of local winds which blow. First one is Lu, second Kalbasaki, and third is Mangosha. Now Lu is a hot, dusty, dry wind which blows in the month of May to June, and it is also known as sandstorm in the part of Rajasthan. And during this time, the temperature increases from 45 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. 50 degrees Celsius in which part? That is in Thar desert. And sometimes it also causes heat stroke. Second is Kalbasaki. It is common in the part of West Bengal and Assam. As it blows from the northwestern direction, it is also known as nor'wester. When this wind blows, it is accompanied by the thunderstorm and rain. So this rain is good for the crops like tea crop in Assam and jute and rice in West Bengal. Third is mango shower. This wind blows in the southern part of India, especially in Karnataka and Kerala. It causes little bit of rainfall. At this time, mango crops are ready in South India. When this rain occurs, it ripens up the mango. So because of that, it is known as mango shower. But it is also helpful for the crops like tea and coffee. Learn the definition of these three winds. Characteristics of hot season. First, dry weather and excessive heat. Why excessive heat? Because the heat temperature reaches up to 50 degrees Celsius. The sun shines directly over Tropic of Cancer. Third, range of temperature is high. Range of temperature means the difference between the high temperature and low temperature. Range of temperature is low over coastal region. Why? Because it is under the influence of sea or water body. During this time, local winds blow, which help in the growth of different crops like tea in Assam, rice in West Bengal, mango, tea and coffee in South India. After summer season, that is hot dry season, we have rainy season or the season of southwest monsoon. Before the monsoon, there is a bursting of monsoon. Bursting of monsoon means sudden change in weather condition. Weather means atmospheric condition. All of a sudden, hot and dry weather changes into wet and humid condition, and this is all of a sudden, and because of that, there is a daily rainfall take place. Monsoon wind is a periodic seasonal wind. It blows from sea to land and then land to sea according to change in pressure belt. That is 6 months from sea to land and 6 months from land to sea. Now monsoon starts because land have a low pressure. It develops a low pressure. Why? Because the sun rays has reached here, totally heated up the land, and then it develops a low pressure, while water body develops a high pressure. When it develops a high pressure, then winds start moving from southwest direction. Southwest monsoon wind divides itself into two parts, Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. It is because of the tapering shape of the Indian topography, that is the southern part of India, we have Western Ghat. So when the southwest monsoon wind strikes the Western Ghat, it divides into two parts, that is the Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch. Now Arabian Sea branch, the direction is southwest, and this is the division of the southwest branch moving towards the Bay of Bengal. Now Arabian Sea branch moves towards further in the Vindhyas range and Satpura range, in between that, and then towards parallel to Aravallis. Now in the southern part of India, we have a Deccan plateau, and here you can see that this is the Western Ghat. This is the Western Ghat. Okay. When the wind strikes Western Ghat, first it hits the area of Kerala, or you can say Malabar coast, which receives the heavy rainfall, and this rainfall start decreasing towards the northern part, like here it hits the area of Karnataka and Goa. Here the rainfall decreases. Further, when it comes to the Maharashtra region towards the Mumbai, the rainfall amount decreases. Why it decreases? Because the amount of moisture present in the wind has decreased. Suppose Western Ghat receive, that is the southern portion, receive 250 centimeter of rainfall, while when reaching to the area of Mumbai, it receive only 70 centimeter of rainfall. So amount of rainfall decreases. Now the area of Western Ghat receive more rainfall, means what? This is the western slopes of Western Ghat, it receive more rainfall as compared to eastern slopes of Western Ghat. Why? because this is the windward side, so it receives more rainfall, and the eastern slope is on the leeward side, so it receives less rainfall. In the same way, this area, extreme eastern Ghats, receive very less rainfall because it is also on the leeward side or the rain shadow of western Ghat. So only the western part, that is the western slopes of western Ghat, receive more rainfall, and the interior part receive less amount of rainfall. Now, this is Vindhyas and Satpura range. You can see this is the Vindhyas and this is Satpura range. Now, the wind enters in this region, and as it enters in this region, it gets stuck and causes heavy rainfall. Further, it moves towards the Uttar Pradesh, the southern part of Uttar Pradesh receive more rainfall. Then there is a Chota Nagpur plateau. It strikes the Chota Nagpur plateau and turn towards the Bihar, and Bihar get little bit of rainfall through the Arabian branch. Next is next is Aravallis. Now this Aravalli does not get any rainfall because of Aravalli branch of southwest monsoon wind. Why? Because this monsoon wind is parallel to Aravalli, and in India we have orographic rainfall. For that there should be some physical obstruction on the way of monsoon bearing wind. So Aravalli is parallel to it, so it will not cause any rainfall. Further, it just moves parallel to both the side, eastern and western side. Western side, the temperature is very high, that is the Thar desert. Why? Because this is a desert region, so temperature is very high, and that's why there is no rainfall, because the wind do not saturate here. No cooling will not take place, so there will be no rainfall. Further, this wind reaches to Shivalik foothills of Himalaya mountain and then causes rainfall in northern region. Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon wind. Now this Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon wind blows over the Bay of Bengal. Then it strikes the Arakan Geoma. It is in a Myanmar area. It's a mountain extension of Himalayas only. Then it's divided into two branches. One moves towards the northeastern part, moving further to area of Brahmaputra plain and causes rainfall. But before moving that, on the way it meets the Garo, Khasi and Jantia hills. Garo and Khasi and Jantia hills, it acts like a funnel in which this monsoon bearing wind gets stuck and causes maximum rainfall, because this funnel have both windward and leeward side. The second branch moves towards the main land of India from the West Bengal. It enters and causes maximum rainfall in West Bengal and less rainfall in the part of Uttar Pradesh and this reaching to Delhi. Why? Because as it's carrying the moisture from the Bay of Bengal, so as it reaches in the interior part, its moisture decreases. So rainfall occurs, but it's not continuously for a week, but there is a dry spell. Dry spell means it's a period when there is no rainfall, and after that again for 2 or 3 days rainfall takes place, and then there is a dry spell. Then is reaching to Delhi, the amount of rainfall decreases. Meantime, Arabian Sea branch coming parallel to Aravalli mingles with Bay of Bengal branch and causes rainfall in eastern part of Rajasthan, that is windward side of Aravalli hills. So it gets rainfall, but western part of Aravalli remains dry because it's on a leeward side. In this way, whole of the India gets rainfall when Bay of Bengal branch and Arabian branch reaches to northern part of India. Now this is the onset of southwest monsoon normal dates. Now the rainfall starts from the Kerala, that is 1st June, that on the Malabar coast Kerala receives the rainfall. Then on the 5th they occur overrun, and Kerala, that is west part of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh towards the northeast, it gets the rainfall. Then on the 10th June they reaches to the Mumbai 15th they cover Ahmedabad and Bhopal region. 1st July it covers the northern plain area like eastern Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Himachal and eastern Punjab. By 15th of July it covers all over the country. So in this way throughout the time it reaches to cover the rainfall and all India gets the good monsoon or amount of rainfall. Now characteristics of monsoon. Monsoon is orographic in nature. Orographic means there should be some topographical feature which stops the rain bearing monsoon wind and causes rainfall. So we have western Ghats in the southern area, then we have Vindhyas and Satpura range in central India, and in the northern part we have Himalayas, and in Assam, Meghalaya region we have Garo, Khasi, Jantia hills, which is like a funnel shape, and because of this funnel shape, Monsoon Ram, earlier it was Cherrapunji which receives the highest rainfall in the world, now it is Monsoon Ram which receives the highest rainfall. Why? Because the wind gets stuck between the funnel. You know the funnel? So as both the side of the mountain like Garo and Khasi, it acts as the windward side as well as leeward side. So because of that, this area, the wind gets stuck in between the funnel and receive more rainfall. So Monsoon Ram have a highest rainfall in the world, that is approximately 1100 centimeter rainfall. Then it is unrealistic, unreliable, means we can't depend upon this. Why? Because sometimes it is early and sometimes it is late. Unevenly distributed. Now why it is unevenly distributed? Like Monsoon Ram region receive 1100 centimeter approx rainfall, while Thar desert receive less than 50 centimeter of rainfall, or the center part of Deccan Plateau also receive less rainfall. So this is the unevenly distributed. It is erratic in nature. Erratic in nature means sometimes it gives lot of rainfall that it result into flood, and the other time the condition is that it is a dry condition and there will be very less rainfall. So these are the characteristics of monsoon. I think this much of chapter is clear to you, that is hot, dry weather and rainy season. Thank you.